God says, "Beloved soul, slow down and listen gently, because this message is not calling you to act, chase, or struggle. It is calling you to rest and trust." There are moments when effort is not the answer, when movement is not required, and when silence becomes the most powerful form of alignment. This is one of those moments. God says, "You have already done what you needed to do. You have tried. You have waited. You have reflected. You have carried responsibility longer than most people ever see. Now, something different is being asked of you. Not action, but stillness. Not striving, but surrender. Not control, but trust. Beloved soul, stillness does not mean giving up. Stillness means you are no longer interfering with what is already aligning for you. When you become still inside, clarity has space to arrive. When the heart quiets, direction finds you naturally. This is not delay. This is preparation. God says, "Many blessings do not arrive through force. They arrive through alignment." And alignment happens when you stop pushing against life and allow it to move toward you. You are not missing anything by being still. You are making room. Right now, Archangel Michael stands as a guardian of timing and balance. He is not urging you to hurry. He is not warning you of loss. He is reminding you that some things can only be received, not chased. What is meant for you responds to calm faith, not anxious effort. Beloved soul, staying still does not mean ignoring life. It means listening more deeply. You begin to notice subtle shifts. Thoughts become clearer. Emotions settle. Answers that once felt distant begin to surface gently. This is how guidance speaks when you allow silence. God says, "You may feel an urge to do something, to fix something, or to push something forward. But listen carefully now. This is a season where restraint is wisdom. Waiting is not weakness. It is trust in motion beneath the surface. Beloved soul, what is coming to you does not require you to exhaust yourself. It does not require constant checking or proving. It is already aware of you. It is already moving in your direction. Stillness simply removes resistance. God says, faith is not always loud. Sometimes faith looks like resting without anxiety. It looks like trusting without evidence. It looks like staying present without demanding answers. This kind of faith creates space for grace to work. Beloved soul, notice how your body feels when you stop trying to control outcomes. There is relief. There is ease. This is your confirmation. Peace is information. It tells you when you are aligned. Archangel Michael remains near, ensuring that stillness does not turn into doubt. He understands that quiet confidence is stronger than restless action. You are not falling behind. You are allowing timing to align perfectly. God says, what is meant to reach you will arrive without confusion. It will feel natural. It will not require you to rush or fear missing out. Trust that life knows how to find you when you are centered. Beloved soul, this is not a test of patience. It is an invitation to receive. Stay open. Stay calm. Stay present. What is moving toward you responds to peace. God says, remain still. Remain trusting. What is aligned with you is already on its way. God says, beloved soul, now that you have entered this place of stillness, something important is beginning to unfold within you. Stillness is not empty space. It is sacred space. It is where noise settles, where pressure releases, and where what is meant for you can finally reach you without resistance. You are not pausing your life. You are aligning it. God says, when you stop forcing outcomes, life begins to cooperate with you in quieter ways. You may notice that your thoughts slow down. Your breathing feels deeper. Your emotions feel less scattered. This is not accidental. Your inner world is preparing to receive what could not arrive while everything was rushing. Beloved soul, receiving requires openness. And openness requires trust. Trust that you do not have to control every detail. Trust that you are not forgotten. Trust that what belongs to you is not delayed by your calm. It is drawn to it. When the heart softens, the right things move closer. God says, there were seasons when effort was required, when action mattered, when persistence shaped your path. But this is a different season. This is a season where wisdom is knowing when to stop pushing. Knowing when to let life respond to you. Knowing when your role is simply to remain present. Beloved soul, stillness also reveals truth. In silence, you hear what was drowned out before. You recognize which desires were rooted in fear and which ones were rooted in purpose. This clarity protects you from receiving what would distract you and prepares you to receive what will support you. Right now, Archangel Michael stands as a guardian of timing and trust. He is not asking you to wait forever. He is asking you to wait wisely. He understands that some things arrive only when the soul is calm enough to hold them without anxiety. Beloved soul, you may feel moments of uncertainty when you are still. The mind may ask, should I be doing more? But listen gently. This quiet is not stagnation. It is alignment. Beneath the surface, movement is happening. Seeds do not grow because they are pulled upward. They grow because they are left undisturbed. God says, what is moving toward you now is not fragile. It will not disappear because you rested. It will not be missed because you trusted. What is meant for you knows how to find you when you are centered. Beloved soul, stillness also heals exhaustion you did not even realize you were carrying. The constant planning, adjusting, and anticipating begins to release. Your nervous system settles. When the body relaxes, the mind becomes clearer. When the mind is clear, discernment sharpens. God says, you are learning that faith does not always look like action. Sometimes faith looks like rest without guilt. It looks like patience without worry. It looks like allowing answers to arrive instead of demanding them. This kind of faith creates space for grace. Beloved soul, as you remain still, you may notice subtle shifts around you. Conversations feel different. Situations resolve without effort. People respond with more ease. This is life adjusting to your alignment. When you stop resisting, flow begins. God says, do not rush to label what is coming. Do not try to predict its shape. Receiving requires openness, not expectation. What arrives may look different from what you imagined, but it will feel right. Peace will recognize it before logic does. Beloved soul, stillness also teaches you patience with yourself. You stop criticizing where you are. You stop measuring progress against others. You accept this moment as part of your journey. This acceptance strengthens you far more than pressure ever could. Archangel Michael remains near, ensuring that stillness does not turn into doubt. He understands the difference between waiting in fear and waiting in trust. You are not waiting anxiously. You are resting confidently. This posture attracts what aligns. God says, what is being prepared for you does not require you to be anxious. It requires you to be available. Available emotionally. Available mentally. Available spiritually. Stillness makes you available. Beloved soul, you are not falling behind. You are settling into the exact place where receiving becomes possible. Trust this timing. Trust this pause. Trust the calm guiding you now. God says, remain still. Remain open. What is meant for you is already responding, God says, beloved soul, as you remain still and open, something begins to shift quietly in the unseen spaces of your life. This shift does not announce itself with signs or pressure. It moves gently, aligning moments, people, and understanding in ways that feel natural rather than forced. You may not notice it all at once, but you will feel it as a growing sense of ease. Life starts meeting you halfway. God says, receiving is not passive. It is an active state of trust. You are allowing what is prepared for you to approach without resistance. When you stop reaching outward in anxiety, what belongs to you recognizes the calm within you and responds. This is how alignment works. It does not rush. It arrives when readiness is complete. Beloved soul, you may notice small confirmations appearing around you. A conversation that feels timely. An idea that settles clearly instead of spinning in your mind. A sense that something you were worried about no longer holds the same weight. These are not coincidences. These are signals that movement has begun. God says, what is coming toward you is shaped to fit your peace, not disrupt it. It will not demand you abandon your calm. It will not require you to overextend yourself. It will feel supportive, manageable, and right-sized for where you are now. This is important. Receiving is meant to strengthen you, not overwhelm you. Beloved soul, patience continues to play a role here. Not the patience of waiting in uncertainty, but the patience of staying grounded while alignment completes its work. You are not required to chase clarity. Clarity is already forming. You are simply allowing it to surface. Right now, Archangel Michael stands as a guardian of this unfolding. He is not directing you to act prematurely. He is ensuring that what reaches you does so in balance. He understands that timing protects both the gift and the receiver. Stillness keeps you ready. Beloved soul, as receiving begins, you may feel a renewed sense of confidence. Not the loud kind, but the quiet assurance that you can handle what comes next. This confidence grows because you are no longer operating from fear of loss. You are operating from trust and alignment. This shift changes everything. God says, you may also notice that some things you once wanted no longer feel necessary. This is refinement. As clarity grows, unnecessary desires fall away. What remains is simpler, cleaner, and more aligned with your values. This simplification creates space for what truly matters. Beloved soul, receiving also restores energy. When you stop pushing, you stop draining yourself. Your body relaxes. Your focus sharpens. Your creativity returns. This restored energy is part of what is being sent to you. It allows you to engage fully without exhaustion. God says, you are learning to recognize what arrives through peace versus what arrives through pressure. Pressure demands immediate action and creates anxiety. Peace invites consideration and creates confidence. What is meant for you will arrive through peace. Let this be your guide. Beloved soul, as alignment continues, you may feel more comfortable with uncertainty. Not because you do not care, but because you trust the process. You understand that not knowing everything does not mean nothing is happening. This comfort allows you to remain present instead of restless. God says, receiving also deepens gratitude. You become aware of how much has already been given. Small moments feel richer. Progress feels meaningful. Gratitude anchors you in the present and prevents you from rushing ahead mentally. Beloved soul, what is moving toward you now may take different forms. It could be clarity in a decision, relief in a situation, support from an unexpected place, or simply a deeper sense of peace. Do not limit how receiving looks. Let it arrive as it needs to. God says, trust that stillness has done its work. You did not miss your moment. You prepared for it. And now, what aligns with you is responding. Beloved soul, remain open. Remain calm. Remain receptive. What is meant for you is no longer distant. It is finding its way to you through alignment and trust. God says, continue to be still. Receiving has begun, God says, beloved soul, now that receiving has begun, something profound settles gently within you. It is not excitement that pulls you forward, and it is not relief that rushes through you. It is peace that stays. The kind of peace that does not ask for proof, that does not depend on circumstances, and that does not leave when the moment changes. You are beginning to live from a place where calm becomes your foundation. God says, fulfillment does not arrive loudly. It grows quietly as you notice that your inner world feels steady. You wake up without the weight you once carried. Your thoughts move in an orderly way. Your heart no longer braces for what might go wrong. This steadiness is not accidental. It is the result of trusting the process without forcing outcomes. Beloved soul, stability now supports your daily life. You make decisions with ease because you are not divided within yourself. You listen inwardly before responding outwardly. You choose what aligns rather than what impresses. This alignment simplifies everything. Life feels less crowded, more intentional, more yours. God says, when peace becomes familiar, your energy changes. You are no longer drained by overthinking. You are no longer pulled by comparison. You are no longer pressured by timelines that were never meant for you. You move at a pace that feels natural. This pace protects your clarity and preserves your joy. Beloved soul, relationships also settle into balance. You engage honestly without over-explaining. You care without carrying responsibility for others' reactions. You allow people to show you who they are, and you respond with wisdom rather than expectation. This maturity strengthens your connections and protects your heart. God says, you are learning that fulfillment is not about constant gain. It is about contentment that does not fade. You appreciate what you have without clinging. You anticipate what is coming without anxiety. This balance keeps you present and grounded. Right now, Archangel Michael stands quietly as a guardian of this new foundation. He is not directing you to look back or to rush forward. He is protecting the calm you have built. He understands that what lasts must grow from peace, not pressure. This calm is your strength. Beloved soul, restoration often looks like ease. You may notice that situations resolve with less effort. Conversations feel clearer. Choices feel simpler. This is life responding to alignment. When you stop resisting, flow becomes natural. God says, stability also deepens your trust in yourself. You respect your limits. You honor your energy. You choose rest without guilt. This self-respect creates resilience. You are no longer living on emotional extremes. You are living from balance. Beloved soul, fulfillment invites gratitude. Not forced gratitude, but genuine appreciation for small moments that feel meaningful again. Gratitude anchors you in the present and keeps you from chasing fulfillment elsewhere. You realize you already carry much of what you once searched for. God says, your future now feels approachable. Not because you know every detail, but because you trust your ability to navigate whatever comes. This trust removes fear and replaces it with readiness. You are prepared, not guarded. Beloved soul, allow this peace to remain uninterrupted. Do not rush to fill it with noise. Let it deepen. This peace will support every next step, every opportunity, every relationship that aligns with you. What grows from peace remains steady. God says, you are not defined by effort anymore. You are defined by alignment. You are not chasing fulfillment. You are living it. This is the completion of a quiet transformation that began with stillness and trust. Beloved soul, remain present. Remain grounded. What has arrived has found its home within you. Peace completes what receiving began. If this message brought calm fulfillment to your heart, type Amen and receive it gently. Stay connected, your peace continues.